Welcome to Module 1. Let us begin with a simple question. Think about one habit you tried to build in the past but could not sustain. Maybe you wanted to exercise regularly, wake up early, read every day, eat healthier, journal, meditate, or spend focused time on something important to you. You may have started well. For a few days, you were committed, you felt motivated, you told to yourself, this time I'm going to stick to it. But somewhere along the way, the habit slowly disappeared. And when that happens repeatedly, we often make it personal. We say, I'm not disciplined, I'm not consistent, I always start and stop. But before you judge yourself, I want you to look at the habit differently. Most habits do not fail at the same point. Some habits fail because we really never start. Some habits fail because we forget. Some habits fail because the version we created is too difficult to maintain. And some fail because once we missed a day or two, we do not know how to restart. So instead of asking, why am I not disciplined enough? I want you to ask, where exactly is this habit breaking down for me? That question is much more useful because when you understand the real breakdown point, you can fix the right problem. Now let us look at 4 common habit breakdowns. Number 1, I struggle to start. You know the habit is important, you genuinely want to do it, but when the time comes, you delay it. You think, I will do it later, maybe in the evening. Let me finish this first. And the habit keeps getting pushed. And in this case, the problem is not necessarily you do not care. The habit may simply feel too big, too effortful, or too difficult to begin. Number 2, I forget. You had every intention of doing the habit, but the day moved on. Meetings happened, calls came in, you got busy, and by the time you remembered, the day was almost over. This usually means the habit does not yet have a clear place or trigger in your daily routine. Number 3, I start, but I cannot sustain it. Maybe you begin with a very ambitious plan. You decide, I will exercise for 1 hour every day, I will read 30 pages every night, I will meditate for 30 minutes every morning. It works for a few days, but then your energy drops, your schedule changes, and suddenly the habit becomes difficult to maintain. The problem here may not be commitment, the habit may simply be too demanding for your real life. Number 4, I miss once and then stop. This is very common. You miss one workout, one reading session, one day of journaling, and then you think, I have already broken the streak. So you lose momentum. And one missed day slowly becomes one missed week. And in this case, the real problem is not missing. The problem is not knowing how to return. So before we build your habit, I want you to first diagnose your own pattern. Take the habit you chose at the beginning of this course and ask yourself, where does this habit usually break down for me? Do I struggle to start? Do I forget? Do I make it too difficult to sustain? Or do I struggle to restart after I miss? You may even relate to more than one. That is okay. But identify the one that happens the most very often. Pause the audio for a moment. Reflect. Write it down in your notebook. Be honest with yourself and complete this sentence. My habit usually breaks down because I complete that sentence. Now, there is no right or wrong answer here. The purpose of this exercise is not to blame yourself, it is to understand your pattern. Because once you identify the real problem, habit building becomes much more practical. You stop trying to fix everything with motivation and you start designing the habit around the actual challenge. In the next module, we will work on one of the biggest reasons habits fail. We make them too difficult to start. And I will show you how to make your habit so simple that even on a busy or low energy day, you can still stay connected to it. So here is the key takeaway for this module. Do not ask, why can't I stick to habits? Ask yourself, where exactly does my habit break down? That is where your solution begins. Let's continue in the next module.